What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Topic Thursday. My name is Alvin.
And I'm Yoshi, and as always, we're going to be talking to you guys about real estate, specifically about inspections today.
Stay tuned. Well, folks, you hear it all the time, maybe from your friends and your family, and maybe they've got an inspection, maybe they didn't. Well, we're gonna tell you right here and right now that you should 100% get an inspection, and we're gonna tell you why. First of all, it's a money saver, and what do we mean by that exactly? Think about it. An inspection can roughly cost you about $300 to $500, depending on the size of the home, but it's a small price to pay if you think about it, because with this inspection, you'll know what the condition of the roof is, if there is something wrong with the plumbing, if there's maybe something wrong with the electrical panel. These things are high cost items, and if you go ahead and buy a home without doing an inspection, and for God forbid that these things need to be replaced, so that could cost you $10,000, $5,000, $2,000, and it quickly adds up. So it's super important to, it's only $300 to $500, pay the inspection, know what's going on, and then decide, what, this property makes sense, or what, maybe it might not make sense for what I want to do. So it's super important to do that, and it's one of the main reasons that we always say you should do an inspection.
Yeah, another great reason that we are always advising our clients to get an inspection, it's actually a really great negotiating tool.
Yeah.
So buyers get inspection, there's things that come up in the inspection report that the seller may not be aware of, or things actually that pop up that are actually not allowed in the loan that you may have, and the seller may have to fix those things. It's a great negotiating tool. You may be able to reduce the price. I'm not saying a huge reduction, maybe like $20,000 or $30,000, but hey, maybe you're able to reduce the cost $1,000, $2,000. Maybe you're able to get a fund in order for you to fix a couple of things because the seller wants to fix them.
And maybe let's say this is the house that you want. It's like, you don't want nothing else. This is the property, but something's wrong with the roof. An inspection report, like Yoshi said, will give you the ability to possibly negotiate, hey, I'll pay half of the roof and you pay the other half, or give me a credit. And that's something that if it's less money coming out of your pocket, that's a win. So it's super important.
Yeah, definitely a big win.
Home inspections here in Florida, you could also do something called a wind mitigation, and that can help lower your home insurance. So it kind of cuts down your monthly cost a little bit. So it's a plus as well.
Yeah, that's a great one for the money savings.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you guys remember, but in our last video, Yoshi talked about it a little bit, and it was getting an inspection in a new build. Just because it's a new build does not mean you should not get an inspection.
So just in case you guys didn't tune into our last episode, I actually had a client and they bought a new build house, they got an inspection, and luckily they got an inspection because they got one of the air vents where the airflow goes through, and there was just a metal there where the air filter should be, but it was just the wall.
There was nothing.
They forgot to cut the wall to actually get the vent airflow going through. So luckily it was something that was taken care of before they moved in because they got an inspection during the process. So it was super simple to take care of.
Yeah. So another thing that an inspection can definitely help you out with is any illegal additions. So what this means is, let's say there's a property and let's say there's a 3-2, and then it's, if you look at the tax records, it says 3-2, but you go in and it's a 4-2, and that sometimes you need to be a little bit careful because, there is a right and a wrong way to go about it, as far as adding additions to your property. So if the person who owns the property currently went ahead and added an extra room and didn't go through the county, didn't, get it inspected and didn't do it the proper way, that's something that when you become the owner of that home, if you didn't take care of it before, you can be liable for that. You might have to pay a fee, you might have to pay a permit, and you might even have to pay additional costs to make sure that addition falls under the county standards. So it's super important. It's something that a lot of people look over, and it's very important to know.
Yeah, and actually one of the final reasons that we just tell everyone to get an inspection is, think of it like going to the doctor. You go to the doctor to make sure you want to check how your insides are doing and that you're good. It's the same thing with an inspector. The inspector's a doctor. He's going to go inside. He's going to make sure that the property is in good condition. And then you have the ability of deciding whether you want to keep the property or you don't want to keep it. One of the things that we're advising our clients is always, we have what we call an inspection period.
Yeah.
The client is able to decide within the inspection period, once they do the inspection, whether it's 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, whatever your inspection period may be, if after you see the inspection report, if the seller's not willing to negotiate with you on a couple of major things that need to be fixed, you have the ability to pull out, and it actually costs you nothing except the $300. So it's really a great way to know what you're purchasing. For some people, Alvin, you have a client right now.
Yeah.
The house, the roof is not in the best condition, but
Right.
this is absolutely their dream home. But you know what? They're willing to take that risk because this is their dream home, and they already know what the cost is going to be for the roof.
Right.
So you're able to assess the cost for you, and you're able to know what is inside of the home that you're going to be moving into, because you're going to be the one that's going to be taking all the risk at the end. Once the seller signs, it's all yours, baby.
Yeah, so
There ain't no takebacks.
so it's definitely important to do your homework beforehand. An inspection will definitely do that for you.
Definitely.
So pretty much a recap right now, guys. So an inspection, we definitely say, is 100% worth it.
Always.
Do it. It's worth the money. It's worth the $300. And if you lose the let's say you didn't even get the property, so what? You just lost $400. It doesn't matter. You
Even
did it.
if you're going to purchase the property in cash, finance, doesn't matter what you're going to do with
Do
the
it.
property, do an inspection. Because
Yes.
you want to know and assess what the costs are going to be.
Yeah. So it's definitely worth it. It lets you know what the property's conditions are, what's it's going to cost you, and if there's any other illegal additions. And like we said, the wind mitigation, if you decide to do that, can definitely help lower some monthly costs as well. But if you guys have any questions of anything that we spoke about, go ahead and leave in the comment section below. We're not licensed inspectors, but we've dealt with situations pretty frequently. And if it's something we don't know, we'll make sure we'll get the answers for you. But other than that, have a beautiful Thursday. Have a blessed day. My name is Alvin.
And I'm Yoshi, and as always, stay beautiful, stop renting, and invest your money. And something that we're actually going to be providing for you guys is we're actually going to, if you're in the process of purchasing a home right now, we're going to have some links below to some great inspectors that we
Yeah,
recommend,
definitely.
so that you can definitely use them. If you have any questions and you want to reach out to these inspectors, please reach out to them. They're highly recommended by a lot of our clients.
Definitely.
Have a great day.
Peace.
Pow pow.